Hello everyone, very good evening, good afternoon. Today is August 1st, first day of August. Trade recaps and teachings. So very nice day today guys, really good day. I mean very profitable day. Last 2 days are such a nice days. We are probably done for the week. And but the big thing it was today the setups that worked, they were really A plus setups that you could go full position in. I mean when I say A plus, I mean if I open my playbook, they were right there my best setups, which is ultra confident, right? So we had a huge wins on cat, we had huge wins on ANET, ZI, then there was a low floor GL, AMD, one loss on QQQ, and so many ideas in the community. So okay, let's start. So today, and you can never have a big day unless you don't have your pre-market prep. We were able to nail down the day today because of our pre-market prep. We were you can't really wake up at right at market open and hope to make some money, because if you have your pre-market prep, you know what your setup is, you know what is going to work, you know where you're going to add, you know what's your entry, what is your risk. So you give at least 35-40 minutes before the market opens to have those setups ready. So how did we start the day today? So we started the day, we looked at the gappers, gap ups, gap downs, biggest volume, or the biggest volume pre-market, right? So then we looked in detail what is the news. ANET was our earning play, CAT was our earning play. So we look at the news, look at the volume, what is gapping up, and then we look at the charts, right? We look at the charts on the daily and weekly charts to see if we can find a technical setup that we can combine with this news momentum and volume to trade for today, right? So that's how we built today's watch list with this pre-market prep, and we just nailed it. And of course we do our everyday routine. We look at SPY levels, we look at QQQ levels. Another day of chop, nothing much there. So when there is a day of chop, your Microsofts, your Teslas, your Amazons, these are not going to provide you any good trend trades. So you have to look for that relative strength or relative weakness for your setups, right? So today we were on ANET. Let's start with CAT. So our watch list, ANET and CAT, two top names on our watch list were ANET and CAT. Then we had ZI, short watch today. So listen carefully, these two concepts, these two setups, if you master, you can trade consistently for rest of your life, right? But the problem is most of us are just looking for shortcuts. We don't really want to have our setups. We're looking for alerts. We're looking for some service we can pay and where we can get alerts and we can grow. And we are just looking for that shortcut where we don't want to give time. But how did I nail it today? How I've been nailing it for years, right? So these three trades I even posted on Twitter. Of course, I was guiding all day in my community, but posted on Twitter as well. Why is that conviction? Why is that confidence? Right? CAT and ANET calls went 300-400%. Why the conviction? Right? You had the setup and then the system. We let it ride whole day because of our system. A lot of people took profits, some panicked, stopped out, and the stock ran crazy. So a lot to learn today, guys. Don't miss this video. A lot of good setups, and listen carefully. So let's start with our setup. Number one of the day was CAT. So CAT, good earnings, breaking out of all-time highs. Why is this a good setup? I always teach psychologically, when a stock is breaking out of all-time highs, there is no real bag holder there. Every investor that ever invested in this stock is in the money. He has no reason to sell, right? And the shorts will cover and the breakout traders will come in. So that's how you know that setup is good, right? So let me show you what did I say on that. Let me show you that. So let's look at the CAT setup. Even before the earning was there, we were looking at CAT for that all-time high breakout. So if I open my playbook, like I always say, I see this setup, let's say setup number 20, which is an all-time high breakout, which has volume and news. So we were already looking at before the earnings, but before the earnings, the setup never triggered, but it triggered this morning, a all-time high breakout setup. Any pullbacks are also ads. Look for intraday 10 minutes. So what did I do? So we went intraday. On CAT. So we went to look at intraday, pre-market high breakout, holding our 10-minute cloud, right? So you add starter. If it starts to go through, add more. If you see big trade already by 10 a.m., the options. So I always ask anyone who's doing it, ask me the option strikes you want, right? I trade shares, but I want you to find the options high volume, what the options are, what are the open interest is, right? So I was in 280C. So already by 10 a.m. it was a big, huge trade, 150% on the options. And just as you see, so if we look at it, let's look at it. Some of our price alerts were going on. So CAT starter, right? Like 4 minutes after open, starter will look for calls for small accounts because I wanted to give the shares. So let's see. So the next target was 280. I had 280C. So the CAT continues to make new highs. We held. I logged some at 280 from 272, right? So it was what, like $8 per share, 150% on 280C. We keep locking, we keep scaling out as we go, right? Then the CAT was at 200%, almost $10 per share. And then I always leave some, right? Always leave some. Then I left some like 1/3 later in the day after 10 a.m. to let it keep going. And then all day we had this flag breakout for the next leg. We finally got 288. So CAT idea was almost $16 per share, and that's how you grow. If you're on options, you log some, use profit to get into more, right? So that was a setup that we traded all day guidance, and I talked about all my targets. You can see 288 next target. So as long as the price is holding, moving towards your target, you have to let it work. So I have my price alerts were going 287 to 87, and then they really met all of our targets and worked really nicely. So similarly, our other trade was ANET. From our watch list, already talked about what was ANET doing. ANET again was the similar setup, right? Let's find out. What did I say in the morning? So ANET, so let's see what was ANET. Okay, show you the setup in the morning. It's a repeatable setup. Okay, so look at it. Setup over 180 with intraday cloud risk. What do you mean? You go to the intraday 10-minute chart and you look at it and find entry. So that's what we did. So we went to there, right? So ANET long watch over 180 held EMA Clouds, and look at it, right? Flagging till 10 a.m. and some folks panicked in the community. There are some folks panicked who didn't have patience, who stopped out, but there was no reason to stop out. The stock never left the trend system. So right, so you have a setup. You always talk about my 4 pillars of trading. So I have my 4 pillars. My first pillar gave me my setup in the morning. My second pillar my system gave me the strategy, how to hold and how to trade alongside, right? So we were in 185 Cs and this broke out and this kept going. This was 300% trade on ANET, right? So I watched some call flow coming in 185 C. Again, guys, I talk about watching the call flow every day. There's a call flow coming in on our scanners, so you have to watch that call flow. I think our scanner is down right now after hours, but we have the scanners on whole day because we watch that the flow, right? What is coming in, what we want to see, have the conviction using the option flow. And we saw big 185 call buyers, right? And that's why we held on to ANET as well. We traded it all day. You know, ANET 190 was my PT. It hit right 190. Price alerts went right 190. Give us 190, please. Approaching 188, 190, 185C got 200%, right? So they were 180% earlier. So beautiful trade. Very proud of the way I traded ANET and very proud of the way the people in community traded it. And you know, if you can learn something from this video, learn this setup. Learn this setup alone and master it, right? It works best in the bull market. Just like I was saying, if you in a bearish market, you're wasting your money trying to gamble and take whatever trades you get. Just wait. So yeah, so master these setups. To what in these setups, once you and they will not just come from like what I'm saying. They will come from your own experience, from your own screen time, from your own when you take the trades. They will come. So now there was another big winner right at open, right? So anyways, so ANET all day guidance, beautiful trade. We were already profitable today in the morning. We did not want to, and these are the trades that grow small accounts. I talk about small accounts because I hear a lot of times how to grow small account. These are the trades. You take one option, $300, it goes to 600, $700. You know, double, triple it, let it ride, ride the contract, and then take the other contract. So right, so that was our setup that we were talking about. Now let's look at another setup. Right at open, ZI. So it's again it's a similar setup but to the other side. What's the reasoning? Best A plus short setup. I go full size in it. I don't care because it's every investor is losing money, and tomorrow it might go more. You know, it can keep fading for a few days. Every investor is in losing money, right? See, here's the difference. An amateur trader or somebody will come, oh, buy, maybe it's cheap, or you know, let's buy it, because they don't understand how the market works, how the market psychology works. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Every investor is bagged here, right? They want to bail because you don't know how low this can go. And I don't want to be in such a stock, right? EMA Cloud downtrend, earnings are bad, breaking the lows. It's a A plus short setup. And what did we do? We shorted it full size. Short 2 minutes before the market opened. ZI short watch today. ZI short risk 2150, add 2030. 1867 full size, was very profitable right before 10 a.m. right? $1 per share. The 20p, even the puts went crazy, right? So you can see right here. So A plus setup. So there's like 3 examples where we were profitable first half of the first 1 hour of the day. And here's the thing, right? It's not about you know, just buying blindly, right? Yes, of course, a lot of people are making money today. They probably made a lot of money because Rip was saying it, you know, on Twitter or in my community, but that's not how it works. I might say something and tomorrow it's a loser and you can wipe out your account. So you have to first know the reasoning. Why is it working? Why it's not working? That's why I show you. That's why I keep mentioning. That's why we have community. That's why I spend so much time all day to teach you guys. So, right? So focus on this. Forget buying, you know, those, you know, blindly price alerts. I don't do that. If you want that, don't come to my community, right? But yes, if you learn, you educate, you follow the process, the setups, yes, you will make money. You will consistently grow your account one step at a time. So that is what it is. So so this was a SPY setup, beautiful ZI setup. So we were done mostly before the day. If you see the guidance on ZI and ANET and CAT, I mean, we just started, and I had a loss today on QQQ because again, QQQ was a choppy day. You have to realize it right at open that QQQ has a choppiness, just get out. So we were trying to short here, right? But it held at the pre-market lows. I only had a starter, I was trying to short here because the pre-market lows broke, then it bounced, then I stopped out here. The point is, don't just keep holding, right? Look at it. That was my bullish pivot, and then it tries to get over it and it keeps going, right? This never reclaimed bullish pivot, but it was still choppiness. So small loss, but huge win. Other thing I noticed was a lot of people were stuck in with their swings and they focused or did not come prepped, and they did not look at the CAT, ANET, ZIs, all these trades, right? I mean, I'm down on Sophie, but I don't care. I'm down from like, from $8, it's okay. I did good on it today, but it did not bother my trades on ANET and on the CAT and other trades, right? So we focused. Our SPY is dumping. Wow, something's going on. Because I had to redo my live video because some issue, technical issue. Anyways, so I don't really focused on that one because I'm focusing on my day trades. This swing going down on the $10 level is not affecting my trade. Yes, I have PLTR, I have AFRM, right? But those are swings. So if you're swinging, either put very small account in a swing or whatever you decide to swing, and the rest of your account you put it in day tradings, or have a separate account for swing trades, right? So just have a balance so that you don't miss, if you're an active trader, you don't miss these day trades. So that was good. And then we had a very good trade on AMD, right? AMD was, I had this breakout. I had a price alert on AMD which went out somewhere. So you see the CAT price alerts, ANET price alerts, ANET, SPY, ANET, CAT. So somewhere here, AMD, our price alerts were going, initial price alert was 115 that I had yesterday, and then I gave the target of 118, and AMD met our target from this 115 breakout to 118 target. Very nice trade on ANT. I held through the earnings. I locked after earnings because I did not like the earnings, but another very, very, very nice trade based upon the trend, the system, the option flow, and the setup here that I'm showing you. I put it on Twitter as well. You can go back and look at it. So that was a trade on AMD. Then we had a very nice midday trade on YEL. So what was YEL? YEL was a intraday low float setup, defined risk, flag breakout 3. Here you go, right? So let's look at it. YEL crossing 308, flag break versus 3, check the tape, versus 3, push, pull back, add, keep going. I set more price alerts to take the profits. Then it crossed 343, then it crossed 362, 383, and then I logged some versus 4, and even then it held the trend and it pushed to 5 cycle level. So that was like, we risked like 30 cents and we made like $1.50. That's one risk to like 6, 7, 8 reward. Those are the kinds of the trades you need to do. But you need to be mastered these low float setups. I teach the low float setups. They are very different, but even they have a same personality if you watch them, screen time every day. So YEL was pretty big for us today. So huge profitable day on YEL as well. And then we had our new swing. I don't think I mentioned it on the video yesterday, but yes, this was a multi-month breakout. What is the setup? Multi-month set breakout. Nothing is without the setup. Remember that. If you are a new trader listening to my videos, nothing is without a setup. Triggered 162, already hit 167, already profitable. A lot of people in the chat room, our community already took the profits. That's fine, swing for me, but and we started maintaining our Excel for the swings, right? So here is our Excel, all our winners, all my previous recent our trades, all with the setups, not random, all with the setups. CRWD already up 3%. Beautiful. This is all in my community for those who are there, so you can check it out. So what is next? Yes, so okay, yeah, yep. Then there's AMD, and there's a lot of other ideas and trades in the community. Everybody really did well today. Very proud of everyone. So those of you who are really participating, acting, sharing ideas. So our community, our team is doing tags and upgrades. So these are level 1 members, level 2 members, the contributors. Then we give the prize, prize gift cards for who is most active, just to encourage the learning, the education, everybody chipping in. So very proud of that. There was many ideas today going around, but these were our few big wins today. I think even in the middle of the day, let's see, we did a poll as well, and I think 60%, yeah, we did a poll, 60% people were green. There are few people who were red because they stopped out. I mean, of course, everybody is doing their own trades. I don't trade everything, they don't trade everything, but at least I try to educate, and just like you people on Twitter, on YouTube, on all my channels. So very proud of the way we handled today. In the midday, all the high short stocks were moving, AICVN. So you need to have that bucket, right? And then people did good on these other ideas in the room, like MSGM and these micro cap gaming plays. Everything is a sector, right? So you know like what is moving, why is it moving, what's the sector sympathy. So that was good. And then Starbucks, our swing that went from 100 to 100 and let's see, 100 and 100 to 103 or 104, and I logged it before the earnings. So I don't hold of course I hold it AMD through the earnings, but that's different. But mostly you log everything in the earnings. So AMD earnings not really good, not really impressed. You see, so I'll talk about my fundamental approach later in some other videos, but I definitely I have few key things on fundamentals that I look at, because AMD has, the growth was from year over year, so it was bad. Well, so that was it, guys. Another profitable day. Hope you are learning from my videos. Hope it's helping you, everybody out. Love to have everybody in our community, serious traders only. No buy sell alert, guys. Come trade together, we help each other, learn together. Ask anything you want in my comments. I always look at my comments. I will reply and help everyone however I can. So very nice. I'm just glad I'm getting the video out early today, because I know some people are going to bed and late, but so try to get it out early as well. All right, guys, thank you, appreciate. Keep sharing my videos and with your friends and whoever can benefit from my education, please. Thank you. Bye.